advice I could probably give is if you can buy a multifamily. Um, if you can't buy a multifamily and live in it, then try and buy at least an investment property, even if you have to form a group. Um, the best advice I can give is probably a perspective and a vision more so than an actual practice outside of by multifamilies, right? My firm exists to sort of bring that to fruition. It's very easy for me to say, hey, go buy a multifamily. And someone watching says, I want to buy a multifamily. And then we take that first step. Okay, now how do I actually get into ownership? And once I'm in ownership, how do I sustain it? There are times where we as Black and Brown people might find ourselves in possession of a non-performing asset, and trying to get it to become an actual viable business becomes challenging. Not because you lack the skill set or intelligence, you just might not have the resources, or most often, if you have another job and children, you just run out of time, right? There's only but so much time in the day and so much spiritual energy that any one person has. But I would say the vision that I would want to give someone is cooperative economics, or as it's also known, syndication. We need to do more deals together. You don't need to buy a multifamily by yourself. You don't. You need to find other people who want to own multifamilies, and maybe together, two, four, six, eight of you buy one. And now all of a sudden, the capital required to come up changes, and the time required of you to make it successful all gets broken up by 1/8. And then the eight of you decide to hire somebody. So now all of a sudden the load is a lot less, but you're a part of this. I think that cooperative economics and syndication of deals, even if they're small deals, just to practice, I think is key. And I think it's something that we in general aren't doing enough of, but specifically in real estate aren't doing